After a long summer and 1 month of training camp, the regular season has finally arrived for the Boston Bruins. There are lots of familiar faces on the roster, but also an influx of new young talent. So there is optimism, but a lot of questions. One thing is for sure, though, everyone is ready to play some hockey. However, before the first puck drops, there is the annual preseason team lunch, a few final moments for the entire extended Bruins family to get together and relax. A family that has definitely been growing.
Welcome, everyone. On behalf of my wife, Kim, and our children, welcome. This has always been a great tradition. This is a long year, and this is an event that we hold so that we can all get together as a family, spend a few hours getting to know each other and our extended families, and to, frankly, celebrate Bruins hockey and the brotherhood that it brings amongst our groups.
I just want to say, as we're breaking camp here, how exciting camp was, and the fact that we have a great group of players that want to get better every year, not only individually, but as a team. Last year, we had a good end of the season, even though the outcome wasn't what we liked, but it's certainly something that we can build off of and work towards this year. So here's to a few more milestones coming up, and let's have a great year. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Thank you.
Over on the Warrior Arena ice, the Bees get in their final tune-up before opening night. Off the ice, it's media day, where team management and ownership meet with the press to discuss the upcoming season, and Bruins owner Jeremy Jacobs is asked about his expectations.
I think they're a very exciting team, a very young team. I think we had a real sea change at the end of last year, or I should say when Butch took over. So I think it's going to be a continuation and maybe an improvement on that. That's what I'm looking forward to. Hope springs eternal as far as this guy's concerned.
At last, opening night is here. The long road of the NHL regular season begins with the Bruins facing off against last year's Western Conference champions, the Nashville Predators. David Backes and Patrice Bergeron are out of the lineup tonight, so the Bruins will be relying heavily on young players like Anders Bjork and Jake DeBrusk, both of whom will be making their NHL debut. And, of course, the team will need big contributions from their veteran core.
How'd I do?
While number 63 does his thing down on the ice, the family of number 74, Jake DeBrusk, are up in the stands, anxiously watching and cheering on their guy in his first NHL game.
That's usually when he gets going, when he gets a shot in the head.
And if you're a big hockey fan, you might recognize Jake's dad, Louis, from his 12-year NHL career, where he earned a reputation as one of the league's toughest customers.
Very rowdy, one of my favorites. He was one of my favorite players. Tasmanian Devil.
And the first thing for the DeBrusk family and Bruins fans to cheer about is goal number 1 of the season, courtesy of David Pastrnak.
Good job. Oh! Nice save. Not all day. You got that first one. He did get that first one. I wouldn't let him shoot all day.
With the score tied at 1 in the second, Jake DeBrusk breaks through to give the TD Garden crowd and his family exactly what they have been waiting for. And regardless of how tough you are, watching your son score his first NHL goal in his first NHL game, well, that is a real moment.
Boy, oh boy. It was a nice one, too. Kid's been a little snake. Yeah.
Love how loud the crowd gets.
Hey, nice dangle, bud. Nice goal, too. But I like the dangle better.
Here, near side now, Krejci wheels to the slot, centered McAvoy. He scores!
Okay, the black and gold youth movement has done its job with the first 3 Bruins goals. Now let's see if the veteran wearing number 63 can get in on the act. On opening night at the TD Garden, the Bruins have taken a 3-1 lead into the final period. Now it's time for Brad Marchand to do his thing and help bring home the win.
You can't do that. Can't do that. Don't be mad because I got you. Huh? Don't be mad because I got you.
Inside, fellas. Right here?
What?
It's a huggy.
I know, but you're so big though. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Stop it, man.
Or what?
Stop it.
Or what?
Big
What are you gonna do, sweetheart?
Let's go. Hey,
Yeah, let's hit it one. Let's end these guys.
Hartnell setting up in front and an empty netter. Brad Marchand with a dagger.
Marshy's empty netter proves to be the game winner as the Bees take the season opener. Not perfect, but lots to be happy about, especially the first NHL goals for Charlie McAvoy and Jake DeBrusk.
Good win, man. 2 points. Not easy to win in this league, and we got the job done. All right. I think we could talk about some things Saturday about. Thought we got a little disrespectful to the game at the end, but we played a very good hockey game. We deserved to win. Congratulations, Charlie, Jake, first pro goals. Hopefully, not anymore. So, we're off tomorrow. Enjoy your day. All right, and we'll see you Saturday morning. All right. Good win, man.
Congratulations, guys. Thank you. Thanks.
Now, it's certainly been a long and very memorable day for Jake, but finally it's time for the best part of all, where he gets to share it with his family.
If I could do it all over again, I'd do it the exact same way, to say the least.
There you did it, my guy. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Grandma.
Great game, kiddo.
Thanks, Mama.
Way to go. We were just losing it. So proud.
I got this for you.
We'll take that. Oh, thank you. Yes.
Water while I'm here?
Oh, yeah. Right on. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah.
Sorry for the wait.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
Big win for you boys, eh?
It was amazing. It was amazing to say the least, so, yeah.
In the first win of the season, the Bees youngsters rightfully got a lot of attention. But along the way, David Krejci quietly contributed 3 assists. Now let's see what he and the guys can do in Game 2, a Columbus Day matinee versus the Colorado Avalanche.
Oh, man.
Early on, there's frustration in this one as the Avs pull out to a 2-zip lead. Krejci and his Czech countryman and line mate David Pastrnak must showcase some of their on-ice chemistry if the Bruins want to climb back into this game. Unfortunately, not much to cheer about in this one, as Colorado blanks the Bees 4-zip. The good news? The Bruins get a rematch in just 48 hours. After a disappointing loss to the Colorado Avalanche in Game 2 of the season, the Boston Bruins are back at work. It's a busy day for everyone in black and gold because after practice, it's time to pack up and head out on the season's first road trip.
Can I jump on one of these stacks?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Might smell a little. You would a little bit. That's all right. Smells like my truck.
It's a 3-game, 6-day trip that begins in Denver, Colorado, and ends in Las Vegas. A pretty routine journey for the team veterans, but definitely not for some of the rookies.
It's been good so far. Traveling's really easy here and kind of fun. I like it. It's cool to see the different things that guys like to do on the plane. A lot of them like to catch up on rest, but other guys watch movies. Myself, I usually watch The Office or a show like that. Some guys play cards. I think they play schnarps usually up there. So
another thing Anders and the rookies are learning is that road trips are great for helping build the chemistry and camaraderie that form the building blocks of a winning team.
My teammate is Jake DeBrusk here. We've met each other at development camp, so we've known each other for a good amount of time. But yeah, it's pretty cool having a guy like going through the same stuff as you and being able to talk to about stuff. So yeah, it's been great. We've become pretty close friends so far.
So a lot going on behind the scenes as the Bruins travel across North America. But now that the team is on the ground, it's time to get into Denver and get settled. One thing about road trips is that the players often have some free time on their hands. One favorite way for some of the guys to pass the hours? Video games. And I think you can guess what game they prefer.
Checking out the NHL 3-on-3s. We got me and Carlos versus JD and Anders, inferior opponents.
You know, I think we're pretty skilled guys, so Bjorky's got to give me the puck and we'll be fine. Yeah, good chemistry around here. We're putting Z at center. Oh, he's fired up.
Fortunately, both teams can play as the Bruins in this best-of-3 series. And they also get to compete as some of their favorite veteran teammates. All of which makes the game and the chirping even more interesting.
I just have a hard time believing that Z goes down that.
Get in there. Let's go.
Dude! Who baby?
I don't know. Z is an absolute maniac. Love it.
Hold check. Come on, JD, I need ya.
Yeah, I'll shut him down. Oh, no, I won't.
Yeah! Yeah! I want to see that replay.
Come on, Tukes.
What is this?
That was like Kane on the. Yeah, that was like literally Kane.
Like this? No way. Yeah,
are you nervous now, Chuck? Or?
Oh, this is my worried face right here.
Get back there. Oh.
Your Tuca is standing on his head. Oh, Carlos got it.
Come on. Why do I have it?
Just do something crazy with the stick.
Yeah, buddy. That's worse than me.
Get him.
Oh, that's game 2. Let's go.
Oh. You gotta think that wouldn't have counted.
I like it though, intensity.
Shoot it. Refuses to shoot it.
With the intensity rising and the series on the line, it all comes down to one final climactic moment.
Oh.
Hold on.
Okay, who's pressing B? Who's pressing B here? Because it goes back to the game.
For sure B.
All right. Big Z for the win. Oh!
No.
Ah!
Hey!
Yeah, that's it. That's not how they draw it up, but I love it. Look at how you guys look so sad.
Yeah.
You guys have so much shame back there.
The good news here is that the Bruins won that series, and the bond between the team's young players is definitely growing. Now let's see how that pays off out on the non-video game ice.
You want to go again?
Taking my ball and going home.
After dropping their second straight game to the Colorado Avalanche, the Boston Bruins find themselves at stop number 2 of the road trip, Phoenix, Arizona.
Skate, skate.
There it is.
Losing 2 games in a row is not sitting well with anyone in the organization. So assistant coach Kevin Dean and the entire staff are putting in some time with the players to get the team back on track.
Don't pass across, Paul. Box him out early, Charlie. Engage early, that's it. Good. That's too much ice, right? When he's on his offside like that, you got to challenge him there. It's basically a breakaway, right? I know. High tip. Nice plays. Those are nice looks, see? I love the give and go. Good job.
Another positive about the Bruins' heavy travel schedule is the chance to catch up with old friends around the country, which is exactly what Kevin Miller is doing after this morning's skate.
Here comes Cunningham with a short-handed bid. His drive scores! Craig Cunningham!
You probably remember Craig Cunningham from his time with the Bruins in 2013 and 14, where he made a lot of friends before moving on to the Arizona Coyotes organization.
How you been, dude? Good?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah? Just had surgery?
I'm coming up on 3 weeks now.
How's it feel? Good?
Yeah, it actually feels better than it did before, so.
You might also remember that Craig collapsed before an AHL game in 2016 and nearly died from cardiac arrest. Fortunately, he has recovered, though he did have to have part of his left leg amputated, ending his playing career.
Hanging around Tucson for a little bit, and they have my jersey thing, so my whole family's gonna be there. So
What's that?
2 weeks. They're retiring my number in Tucson.
No way. That's awesome.
Today, Craig is a scout for the Coyotes and still close friends with Kevin and many of his former Bruins teammates.
How are you, man? How are you, man? How you doing? How you doing? Not bad, man. What's going on, man? Very good. What's up, buddy? How are you, man? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, too. Hey, how are you, bro? Good to see you, man. What's going on? Trying to golf.
Yeah, that's right. Bruins hockey is a brotherhood that endures. So everyone is glad to see Craig doing well and still a part of the game he loves. Now it's time to play some hockey in the desert. Time for Kevin Miller and the Bruins to end their 2-game skid as they take on the Coyotes.
Come on, White! Come on, White! That was pretty hard off the block there. Making sure we don't have to send you in. Did it? It's clean, though.
86 plays his usual physical game, taking the body, blocking shots, doing those sometimes unnoticed things to help his team win. Tied at 1 in the second period, the Bruins turn on the Jets and don't look back.
Shoot it. Yeah! There we go. Hey. There we go. Big shift, big shift. Let's go. Big shift, boys, big shift.
Got it right circle, center deflected, Domingue the save, they score! Zdeno Chara busting up the gut, and the Bruins with a 3-1 lead.
That away, Z, that away. Hey, settle down, settle down, settle down.
Led by their captain, the Bruins pour in 3 second-period goals. Anders Bjork adds his first NHL goal in the third, and Kevin Miller chips in a team-high 9 hits and 4 blocked shots, all of which adds up to a solid 6-2 victory.
Hey, hell of a game, brother, hell of a game. Wait, pass up.
That's what it's all about, so it's fun and hard work should be fun for us, so it's great to win and keep going, boys.
Our veteran group did a great job, started with Z in the back end, right through, leading the charge tonight, so good for you guys, and our young kids followed along, and that's the way it should be, right? You need leaders, you need followers, did a terrific job. All right, Dobie, good job in there. Congrats, Anders, on your first, hopefully it's many. Good all-around win. Did a lot of things well. Crowley, your line set the tone for us too. They played some great shifts down low, got rewarded for it, so good for you guys. Brandon, nice job there moving the puck. I loved it tonight. We won our battles on the wall, so we played the way we talked about playing. All right, we were hard and we didn't have to be cute. Yeah, we still got 6 goals and we had some pretty ones in there too, right? So we can play the exact same way and play fast tomorrow. All right, we just get our night's rest tonight and we'll be ready to go tomorrow.
So far, mixed results for this young Bruins team. With veteran forwards Patrice Bergeron and David Backes out of the lineup for the time being, the Bees will rely even more on their developing youngsters to contribute in the early going. The good news? Plenty of home cooking ahead. With 7 of their next 8 games on Causeway Street, the Bruins will look to gel as a group for the long season ahead.